Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Dr. Stone. We're now on to episode 18 of season 2, which is called Stone Wars. So the last episode, we got the conclusion of the backstory on how the village that Senku has found himself in is named after his surname. We find out that they basically settled that all the astronauts that were in space who had somehow missed out on the petrification came back to Earth and basically settled here and started a family. And that through all the time and ages, that Senku's dad had actually sent a message and set up stories and messages for Senku because he had faith, absolute faith, that at some point Senku would be depetrified and that he would somehow make his way to this message. And that's exactly what happened. And so we saw Senku getting that encouragement from his dad 1,000 years later, but all the same still there. And just being reinforced in his belief that he's got to continue his mission of bringing science and modernness back to this world. And then we ended the episode finding out that Tsukasa and his army are planning to move on this village. And so Senku didn't seem like he was too scared. My guess is that he's got some plans in place of ways to basically defend the village, or at least get them in a good place so that they're not going to fall to them too easily. So yeah, I'm interested to see where we're going to go. I actually really do want to see what's going on at Tsukasa's village. I don't know if we're going to go there, but you've seen nothing of them since the split off. So, and I mean, that makes sense because this is Senku's story, but all the same, if we do get some of Tsukasa's village, I'd be interested to see what's going on there and what the philosophies are and the kind of people that he's brought back, because I'm curious. But anyhow, we're not going to know till we jump into the episode. So let's do that. Just before I do though, a reminder that if you'd like to be notified of when I do uploads to this particular show or anything else that you're watching of mine, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And please do show love to the video if you're feeling it. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. Chun, you guys are buddies? You look entirely too happy about this, loser. Yep, he knows Senku well. I guess it was good for Gen not to lie about finding Tsukasa or finding Senku's body, because they'd want it to see it. Is it? People might die. Relax, Senku. Maybe you should do it with glasses, though. He's dead ass. Let's not even wait for that. Let's just cut the bridge now. Can he not swim? Who is this asshole now? No, meatheads we can deal with, but if he's actually got people who are smart in battle, that might be a problem, guys. I don't like that. I mean, we're assuming this is Tsukasa's people. It may not be. I mean, if these guys exist, it stands to reason there's more. What's with your hair, bro? Can we talk about it? Thank you. Good. Oh, wow. Hyoga's cut. I'd stand if he wasn't going up against my man, Senku. You gotta go down. This guy fights smart. Be careful. Damn it, he is smart. Damn it! Duck! Oh, I liked him. Peace out, bro. Now. Today! Why are you not cut it down? Quickly! Don't make his death be for you. Nothing, bro. Come on. Can someone please do this properly? Where's the Hulk? That idiot. Shut up, Gen, if you're not gonna help. Yeah, we need a distraction quickly. Just try! Shut up and do it! Smart. Hyoga's not gonna fall for that. He's smart. I'm glad. Bye. 10 billion? Okay, Tsukasa's not an idiot, though. His meatheads might be, but he's gonna know you didn't have time for all that. Wow. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, maybe medicine is not your calling? Not the blood.
警戒して嵐の火をちんたら待つ。ゲンがそう誘導してくれんだろ。
But can he talk that other guy into it? That other guy looks smart.
といて、嵐の日にってのもバレバレすぎて飛んで火にいる虫感があり
Exactly.
ます。
He's the problem. He's a problem.
管槍
Did he say you could touch
み
it?
たいなのついてるこれ
Sir?
触らない方がいいですよ。
Exactly. Let's be
僕に
careful.
殺されたくなければ
Put it back. Men like him get really weird about their weapons, usually compensating for something, you know? There you go, buddy. Oh, it kind of makes you look cute. I like it. Right? I like it. Mhm.
黒マスクの男は相当な手
Yes,
軽だ
he
ぞ。
is. Let's not underestimate him.
何それかっこいい
You
じゃ
have to
ない
rip
の
off that shirt again. Oh, God, everything. Nope, sir. Nope, nope.
すると肉が膨ら
Body
むの
gets thick, huh? That's the terminology we're using?
嵐だたった3日で来やがった
Y'all been just sitting out here for 3 days? Not the evil laugh. Ken, how long you gonna be playing this game, bro? Not the kimonos. I'm down.
このストーンワールドじゃぶっちぎりで最
They
強
were literally the most formidable weapon until guns came along.
やつだ。
これが科学
Why are you cutting the weapons? Cut the people! Cut the people! Take down a few people, and they're going to be scared to come back, at least for a while. Tsukasa was willing to take life. We gotta up the stakes.
粘土厚塗りんとこは生焼けの半ペライトに
They're like, we have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
わからんけど
Right? We're making something shiny and sharp. That's really all that matters.
日本刀を世界最強の刃物にする
Okay, prop up your katana, Japan.
武器がバキバキ以前に心がバキバキじゃない
Exactly.
ですか君
You're
たちは
dumb, which is exactly what Tsukasa wanted.
穴などには負けませんが
It's a pretty amazing weapon.
この氷河という槍使い。他のものとは
Do we have blow darts? Anything?
3人を一気に倒せば勝ちだよ氷河ちゃん
Again, do you never want soda again?
聞いてもいない。それがマグマだよ。
Magma can die. Can you match her agility though, bro? Apparently you can.
上空に対応してくるのか。
Bro, this is a distance weapon. One of you just gotta get close to him. Come on. Who did that? Oh, so much for your craftsmanship.
管槍でこの竹筒みたいなのついてるこれ
Good job, Gen. I may have to stand. You shouldn't have given away the fact that you did it.
なんで俺がそんなことを。
Dramatics, I can't. Not the tears.
バレてんのかも
Why are you all watching? Take him down. Hyoga's dead. He's a problem. He's gonna just make another weapon.
印を残してる
Oh,
俺らにしか伝わんねえ
this
や
was
つ
in the
を
past.
しっかりやりやがれ名探偵スイカ
I liked it. The costume is definitely, that's it. The costume is it. Okay, Gen, with these superb peripheral vision catching skills.
日陰には咲かないはずだから内緒の目印にぴったり
Why are you telling him everything? Are you going to capture or kill him? Because this is dumb. All right. So do we still do this or what? We're going to end the episode. Okay. All right. Well, guys, we got through the first step of this Stone Wars, first initial attack. It looks like it wasn't a full army. It might have been a small force. My guess is that Tsukasa wanted to get an idea of how powerful this group is. I think first of all, I wanted to confirm whether or not Senku was in fact alive, and secondly, whether or not they were in a position even right now to take them down, because of course Tsukasa thinks that his pure brute strength is enough. And I'm gonna be real, I think that if Tsukasa had actually been part of this group, things would not have worked out this way, because Tsukasa is actually brains and brawn. That's the part that's very annoying about him. But this Hyoga was actually very similar. Not quite as smart, but he's up there with Tsukasa in that he's actually quite cunning. He's not just strong and a good fighter. So anyway, we see that my man didn't really have a backup plan. Senku didn't actually have a full backup plan, but of course he knew in the back of his mind that Tsukasa was going to attack at some point, or that he was going to try to scope out the village and see what was going on. And we see that it was a little faster than he anticipated. I guess Gen couldn't get away any sooner to give them more of a heads up, but they at least got enough time to figure out some type of a plan. And we know that gunpowder is something that has already been created. So they were able to use the gunpowder to create a few things, maybe some distractions, some light ways of taking care of people. But as Gen and Hyoga figured out, like, those weapons are only useful if it's a dry day without a lot of wind because they need to be lit. And that's, that's not like modern guns where you have all that stuff all built into the weapon. Now, back then, you actually had to light your fuse to set off the gunpowder. So that means that those weapons are useless in bad weather. And so we see that Senku was trying to at least use some, it looks like, little grenades he'd made, but of course, the wick didn't stay lit long enough. And so he did manage to get them some weapons, some Stone Age weaponry, as he calls it, the good old katana. And as he mentioned in the episode, it's very true that for many centuries, until guns became more prevalent, the sword was absolutely the most effective weapon, and there was really few people on the planet that could wield a sword as deftly as the Japanese, and I believe the Chinese as well were quite good with them back then too. So there's a reason why people didn't mess with those countries for a very long time, because they just couldn't. But obviously, as I said, the invention of ammunition and that sort of thing, it changed things a lot. But anyway, we see that Senku getting them stronger weapons than things made of wood were absolutely an advantage, but that's only going to get them so far, because brute strength will at some point actually win out. And we saw that with Hyoga's weapon, which he had fashioned, it was a smart weapon, right? It's something that worked with his agility, something he'd move quickly, something that didn't make it easy to parry against. And he'd really worked to learn how to work with this weapon in a way that made it very difficult to defend against. So this is a good thing. I'm glad that Hyoga came out here. I'm glad that Senku was able to see that this isn't going to be just only brute strength. Again, this just shows that Senku needs to up the ante. I'm really thankful he's got people like Chrome in his group who are also thinkers, although Chrome's he's not a battle strategist, let's put it that way, but he does have the smarts, he does have the ability to figure things out. And also when he figured out in this fight that Kohaku's got a pretty good eye too for figuring out weaponry and the way that people fight. She's actually a really good fighter. I mean, she doesn't get enough credit for it because she's always being called the gorilla girl, but really she's a smart fighter, she's agile. She maybe isn't the strongest, like she's strong for a girl, but she's a really good fighter. And so I do think she's going to be absolutely instrumental. And I think that while Senku still has this village leader status, he needs to appoint her as like the battle leader, because I think she could teach the other guys in the village and train them up to fight smarter and not just harder, right? Because Magma, as we saw, like Magma is just a freight train, right? He doesn't really think. He's a bull. He just goes. He doesn't think. And that's worked because he's the strongest in the village, but he's going up against other strongmen, so that's not going to work anymore. So I'm hoping that they can get to a point where they're starting to strategize, use Kohaku's skills, use the fact that Senku can get some, different weapons, as well as kind of a mixture of ways to fight. And they might stand a chance. But once again, we heard Hyoga say that now that he knows that there is that weaponry, that there is science on their side, and they've got some strength, he's like, we just need a big army. Like, that's basically our best bet at this point, since we don't have the science. Get a bigger army, get one that's so big that they can't fight us all. And that's very much a plausible plan, because we do know that Tsukasa is still thawing people out, and he's still got the mixture, and he's been going crazy with that right now. And that's one thing that Senku's not been doing since he got to this village of science. He's not been thawing anybody else out, looking for any more reinforcements. But there are more people out there. And it's interesting because remember way back when they were on that cliffside, and this was before Tsukasa attempted to take out Senku the first time, there were several signal fires, remember? And there was one, there was two? Yeah, there was two in particular that we focused on that had people near them looking towards that smoke that was being given off by Senku. So point being, there's more people. There's definitely more people. And so I do think that they need to start looking for allies and doing it quickly. But how much time they're going to have, whether or not we're going to tackle that this season, who knows? But yeah, I think this was a good episode to kind of get a test of the waters and how these battles are going to go. And really, as I said, the biggest crazy thing being that Tsukasa is not just bringing up meatheads. He's bringing up a few smart people who happen to be strong and smart. And that's going to be a problem, a little bit more of a problem anyways, than I think Senku is anticipating. So now that he knows he's not just going up against meatheads, I think that he's going to have to adapt his battle strategy. But yeah, I don't know. I've got faith in them for now anyways. But yeah, another good episode. I like that a lot. Very much looking forward to the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I will see you in the next one.